Ahoy, and welcome to episode 4 of the Avorion season 1, guys. I hope you guys have all had a wonderful day and are ready to get into some more Avorion. So, today we are going to be going over the captain's salary, okay? As well as we're going to buy some more ship systems and install some new ones now that we have the new generator on our ship. We are also going to what was it called? Go ahead and mine a lot more iron and titanium in order to start building our new ship. Alright, so yeah, the first thing I want to do is I've noticed that even though I turned down the sound options, the music seemed to be okay, but the sound effects are super loud and override my voice for some reason. I have had to play around with some of the voice settings on my computer, but I guess this is the clearest I can get it with this mic for now. So yeah, let's jump into the Jurgon Galaxy, and yeah. Alrighty, so here we are, we're in. So this is exactly where we left off again from episode 3, and I think the last thing we did was send our ship with our captain off to go mining. Now, if you lose your ship in a sector and you can't seem to find them, you'll notice the color of the faction. Your ships are all green, which over here on the bottom left of the screen you can see a little green box. All you do is go towards that and you'll see your ship. Cool, so he's currently mining a titanium asteroid for us, but we want him to come back. So we'll give him some orders and we'll say, hey, can you come and escort me please? And he will stop what he's doing and he'll head straight back to us. And don't worry about your ships hitting things. From what I can tell, the AI is really good at asteroid and other ship avoidance, so don't be too worried about that. You'll see he'll come and park as close as possible to us, and we'll press T, enter our ship again. Cool. And I actually want to bring the ship up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Now we can actually see the whole ship. Alrighty, so the first thing I want to do is address the captain's salary. So I think that is in player menu. So you'll notice our salary last episode was 1,400, but that's immediately jumped up to 16.400, okay? And that is solely based on the captain. So if I go into the ship menu now, you'll see in our crew we own one captain and his salary is a base value of 15,000, okay? Another reason why you should have a decent quantity of money in the start of the game, okay? So I just wanted to address that quickly. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now is I want to head back to the equipment dock, wherever that is. Alright, so we'll go back here and dock up, and you don't actually have to be docked up to this guy to see what he is offering, so we'll take a slow cruise there. I'll put my throttle on about halfway and we'll press F to interact with him from here, okay? And we can actually go in here and see what he is offering at the moment, but you won't be able to buy anything. See, you have to be docked to the station in order to buy something, okay? There are a couple other things I wanted to explain as well, but we will be docked to do that. So let's go a little bit faster and start slowing down around about now. And is that dock on this side or the other side? I can't tell. Okay, we are close enough. Great. So let's dock to this guy. Okay, let's go into trade equipment and let's see what they're offering today. So as I told you, this will update and change as you're playing the game. I can't remember the exact time. I think I said in the previous episode that it would change every 30 minutes to an hour, but I can't be completely certain. I'll have to check the forums for that. Just know that what stations are selling will change all the time, okay? So if you see a great deal for something that you're looking for, grab it while you can, okay? This is currently a little bit too expensive for me. I don't want to be spending that much on, even though that is a really great turret control system. It is an exceptional turret control system, and it's going to allow us to put on an extra 4 unarmed turret slots, right? How much energy does that use? That uses 4.6 gigawatts. What you can do is you can buy from the station and then resell, but I don't think you'll be able to sell for the same price. We can check that out. It's a bit pricey for us. Maybe we can grab another one here, but this one is only for armed turret slots. Yeah, that's a little bit crappy. There's a radar upgrade here. Basic trading system. We're not looking to trade at the moment. Dang, I was really hoping that they would have a jump drive, a hyperspace drive for us. There's a velocity security control bypass that will bypass the limiter over here for how fast you can go. Okay, well, I guess we will grab one of these. We can always sell back, okay? And that's half of our money gone, basically. And we'll jump into our ship menu and see if we can actually run this now that we have put some generator blocks on our ship. Yes, we can. We can comfortably run this ship system. But I don't want to permanently install it just yet until we know that we have maybe another 4 mining turrets. So I know that we did pick some up. Where do I go to see that? I think it's I. Yep, and we go to our inventory, and this is going to show everything in the inventory, but we can actually filter this inventory as well by some drop menu here with rarity and material type, etc. So what I'm looking for is mining, right? So it will unhighlight anything that does not have the mining trait. So we have 1, and that's going to require 2 more miners, and it will take up 1 mining slot. It is also independent targeting, so that's really great. So what we're looking for now is just another 3 mining turrets. So I'll go in here, go to the trade equipment, and look for some mining turrets. But it looks like these guys are not selling any mining turrets. Oh well, they are actually selling. They are selling some mining turrets. Never mind that. And they're selling 3 for a pretty good price. The damage per second and the efficiency are not very good, but they are independent targeting, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I'll go ahead and buy all of these, and then we will we'll exit their menu, jump into the build menu, okay, and we will jump into this menu here, and I probably didn't even need to do that, did I? We have so little things in our inventory that it doesn't really make a difference, and items of the same type will stack. As you can see, I've got 2 and then 3 over here. So we're looking to put this iron mining turret on, and we will put that maybe up here in front, okay. And note that turret types that have the material type iron can be put on iron or anything greater than iron, but nothing less. Obviously there isn't anything less than iron, but just like the bolter turret that was titanium, it told us we could not put that onto an iron block. It had to be placed on a titanium block or greater, okay, and that goes for every single turret type in the game. So let's go ahead and put our new turrets on as well. I will put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So currently our vessel is more of a mining vessel compared to a fighting vessel. Having a little bit of defense is great just to get some pot shots and rewards. Of course, we went over that already. So here's a great thing to note as well. Now that we are requiring more miners to man all of these new mining turrets, we also require a sergeant. Okay, so I'll open the ship menu, go to our crew, and here you'll see what a sergeant does. Okay, sergeants organize your crew. You need one sergeant for every 10 employed crewmen. Okay, so for every single one of those mining turrets, which added 2 each, I think, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, so we added another 4, so that'll be another 8 in total. We will be above 10, so we will need another sergeant. Okay, and sergeants can be acquired the exact same way we acquired a captain. Alright, I don't think we can put unmanned crewmen in there, but we will test that out because they are cheaper to buy, alright, or to hire. So let's go ahead and do that. We will jump out of build menu. Oops, one thing we forgot before we did that was press P and go to the ship side and rebind all of these to the same mining key. Okay, so they will all be the same now. Let's turn off our guns as well. For some reason, when you reload into the games, it will not remember what you had bound, what you had active and inactive for weapons. They will all be active. So just remember that whenever you jump back into the game, or if you're playing on a multiplayer server. Okay, so now let's ask this doc what kind of crew they have. So they have some security. It is probably worth getting some security, but I'm not sure just yet. So we will need one captain. Let's see if we can put untrained crewmen into that position, which is only $80. Cool. Okay, we bought one guy. Let's go back to crew. We have one guy here, and let's put him in there. Great, so we can actually do that. I'm going to buy another 8 untrained crewmen solely for this position, because we're currently running only 33%. And not all of our mining turrets will be able to fire. So let's go ahead and see if they have some. They actually do have some trained miners here, so let's grab all 5 of their trained miners. You'll see the cost difference here. Now we do have some money, so we can afford that. So we'll buy 5 trained miners and 3 untrained miners. Okay, you don't have to do it the same way. You can fly over to another station that is selling trained miners and rebuy them, but for now I'm just going to do it this way. So let's hit auto select, and that should, there we go. So we have 2 available now. What I do want to do is put the 2 untrained crew members that we have, okay, into our mechanic slots, if we can do that, because it's always worth having them. And eventually they will train up into professionals, and so yeah, there you go, professional level 1. Okay, and they will level up as you go. This over here can confuse some people. Okay, so now currently we have 12.5, and all that means is that these trained workforce, right, they're leveling up, and as they level up, one miner, okay, one employee will count as 1.5, and then 2 employees, and so on. And I can't remember how far that goes up. So the better they get at their jobs, you will need less of them. Okay, so that's how that works. So there we go. We have enough. Everything looks okay, and here's another problem we've run into. So we've run out of crew quarter space. Okay, and this is a great time to address morale on your ship. So we don't have enough crew quarters for 2 of our members, and slowly morale, here we go, it'll tell you at the top, your ship is overpopulated, build more quarters to support all your crew. Okay, but there is a morale system where slowly over time, as morale drops, we will actually lose health on our ship. Okay, so what we want to do now is go into B and maybe build a little crew quarters. Okay, just enough to, let's put some maybe here. How much is that going to add? That's going to add 1. So maybe we'll mirror this. Okay, and we'll add another 2. Let's shorten that. Put 1 there and 1 here. And that gives us 18. Okay, on crew quarters. So everything should be happy and good to go now. Cool. I think next episode, or whenever we go over to build our next ship, which will be completely out of titanium, I will go through the build menu more in depth. Okay, so don't worry about that. Cool, the ship should be saved. There we go, it's all saved and ready to rumble. So we now have a ship that can mine more quickly and more efficiently. Maybe not more efficiently, but yeah, you get the gist. Okay, so I'll go down here. I see some titanium. So obviously now that we have some more ship systems installed, we can start upgrading slowly but surely. I wonder if we can run our radars to see. Ooh, we can run that. Look at that. 60 megawatts. Oh, that's very little, the energy requirement for this object detector. Hardly makes any difference here. That's really good. And it doesn't seem like there is anything of value in this sector. Okay, so we don't need that right now in this sector. What about our... So that one will require more energy. What about this one? Will we overcap? Ooh, that is not a comfortable position you want to be in with your required energy running so high. So for now, we will leave that out. And ooh, it is raining really hard here by me. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But all of our miners should... Wow, look at how cool that looks. That's awesome. We should eat through asteroids like they're nothing now. And it'll make coming across these larger asteroids, these very large asteroids, a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cut. I'm going to run all the way down here, run to this wormhole. Okay, after I have gone to these larger asteroids and mine some of them. I think I'll just maybe grab this one, or maybe one that's closer. Yeah, maybe this one here. I'll grab this large one, okay, and then I will run all the way down to the wormhole, and I will meet you guys over here, okay? And the goal once we get here is to explore this area a little bit more, as well as start picking up a lot more resources, okay, and get ready to build our next ship. Cool, so I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so we are here at the large asteroid. Once I get there, I'm going to begin mining it. There were some pirates along the way, and we happened to grab a velocity security system for a reward for getting some pot shots off on those guys, which is great. And you know, this is a great way to just, it's a slow start, you know, but it's definitely the safest start in my opinion. There are some mad lads out there who would take an iron ship into the Neonite sectors and, you know, go from there, but yeah. So once I'm finished with this, we will continue on from there. See you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so we've worked our way back to the bottom of the map where the wormhole is, and this is what the wormhole looks like, because I don't think I actually showed you guys. So yeah, that's the gate we came through, And this is the wormhole. They look pretty awesome. And you'll see this notification popped up again. Our ship is very weak. So in this area, most of the ships will have titanium based weapons, titanium or neonite. I think what we can do is, can we select alliance info? No. I'm sure there used to be a way of seeing the resource reach on the map, but I guess not. I can't remember. Anyways, okay, so what we want to do now is, jump into our map and have a look for any green spots that we can immediately jump to. Now, if you can't immediately jump to a green spot, look for the closest one to you. Okay, lucky for us, there's one right here. Alright. Also, another thing I wanted to address with you guys is this faction-based map. So you can see the faction that we have excellent relations with will be this cyan blue color on the map, and then this faction over here is more of a purple. Okay, and they are neutral to our faction. So our faction is not currently enemies with them, so it should be safe for you to go past. Then there you will come across other colored factions, which will be yellow and I think red. Yellow is they might still shoot at you, but it's like untrusted. Okay, they're not neutral, but you're untrusted. So if you do anything wrong, they will most likely shoot you. And then red, of course, means that your faction is at war with them, and they will shoot you on sight. Okay, now I did ask these guys, one of their freighters on my way down here to get that asteroid over here, where their home base was, and it was over here. So you simply interact with them and you ask them where their home base is, they put it into the chat, and you click the chat and it'll bring up the menu, the map menu, and you can simply right click and tag, okay, the sector. Okay, it won't let you make a note unless you've tagged the sector, and then you can add a note. And you'll see I've added a note called HS, which just means home sector. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helps you over there. Okay, let's jump over here to the safest sector and see what our relations are. Now we might jump into a faction that is red, yellow or neutral, or we might have good relations with them, who knows. So let's have a look. Where exactly is that? It's over there. So let's jump. Ooh, okay, cool. So immediately you can tell the faction is purple, which means they are neutral to us. That's great. Cool, and from here we can immediately start looking for more asteroids if we wanted, to claim some asteroids, or explore their faction, which will take some time. But yeah, also note that if you do not have neutral or good relations with a faction, they will not allow you to buy and sell from them. Okay, so you won't be able to trade equipment. Let's have a look at this equipment dock. Lucky for us, this seems to the sector we jumped to first had an equipment dock. So there's a cargo upgrade, and there's a quantum hyperspace upgrade here, which will increase our jump range by 1. It's just a common, so it's not. I mean, 450, you're probably not going to go wrong for purchasing that. It might be worth a purchase because you can, once you get to the point where you find a research center, you can actually combine these into the better quality ones. Okay, so yeah, not really looking for that. Oh, here we go. Here is a mining turret that is titanium, and they have 3 of them, but look at the price on them. That's way too much. That's way too much. If we spent all of that money, we wouldn't have enough money to still be able to pay our crews as we played the game. So, not really good for us. But look at the efficiency on that. 64 efficiency. But you'll also note that it's not independent targeting. Okay? So that's obviously not what we're looking for. This one, however, does have independent targeting, but the efficiency is super low. Super low. Look at that. Man. And also, it says R mining turret. So this will mine only raw iron, okay, or raw resource, which you will then have to take to a depot and get refined. Whereas the normal mining turret, where it doesn't say R, will have the refinement stat on it. Cool. And I guess that's about it for over here. Trade guild beacon. Yeah. Ally. This is also new. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Can be activated by the player calls in a merchant of your allies. Must be used in your allies' territory. Interesting. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to go through, jumping through their gates as well, and just start mining as much as I can. So in this sector, because it's closer to the center, you will get majority titanium and less iron, whereas over here you had more iron compared to titanium. Okay, so I'll cut and see you guys in a bit after we have gathered some more resources. Okay, so it seems as though a mobile merchant has just entered the sector. This is not too long from when I just cut. So these guys will enter sectors now and again, and it is always worth going and checking out what they've got. So they work exactly the same way that equipment docks work, and they have the same little icon that they do. So just be aware, keep an eye on your chat log when they do enter the system. They will say, if I enter here, mobile equipment merchant, Ionics here, I'll be offering my services here for the next 15 minutes. So you can see that they're not around for too long, but it is worth flying over and having a look. So we can interact with him right now and see what he's got, but I will go over and dock with him. So when you come close to these guys, there will be no dock symbol because they are a ship and not a station like these guys. But as long as you get within, I think, 0.5, yeah, so we're more than close enough right now. You should be able to buy and sell from him. Okay, so what I'm looking for right now is probably this mining system. It's going to help us out. There is a trinium one over here, but it's a little bit too pricey for me. For the 53,000, I think I'll grab this neonite one, which is more than enough. Okay, so we'll grab that, see if there's anything else that we want to grab. Another deep scan, no. Unarmed turret slot, no. And everything else, not so much. So let's see if we can sell anything to this guy. Also, when I was fighting when I was down here to grab this asteroid, these pirates ended up in the system, and one of the frigates that were there, I think it was the frigates, or it might have been up here somewhere on my way. Yeah, I think it was on my way. Pirates entered the system, and I got some pot shots off and got that as a reward. So that was the what did I get? I got the triple, or it might have been the double chain turret. Yeah, I think it was this one here. It fell off one of the pirates, and I can't remember if we got a reward for that, but yeah. So let's go in here, and that's going to take quite a lot of energy to run on our ship. So what I might end up doing is, when I'm going around looking for resource asteroids, it's a great thing to have equipped while you're moving through the asteroid belts, because it does have a pretty short range of 3.8, but it will allow you to see the hidden asteroids, the hidden ore asteroids. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay. So sorry for all the cuts, but here's a great example. So we're here in an asteroid field. And you can clearly see here is some trinium. We do have the mining system equipped, and it's automatically highlighting where all of the resources are. Here's some trinium, you can clearly see, and here's some iron. But there are a few asteroids in here that are hidden. So this one is highlighted as iron, and that one is highlighted as titanium. Did I say trinium? And there's another one over there. So I'm going to head over here and show you how that works. So as long as you have the ship system equipped, your mining lasers should automatically start mining these hidden ones. There we go, look at that. And that's got a massive amount of resource in it. And also with this upgrade on your ship, you can actually see how much iron is in this asteroid. 25,000 iron. But when you mine this, you're not going to get 25,000 iron because of the efficiency of your mining lasers. Okay, so this one's only 12.5, so we would only get 12.5% of 25.8 thousand. Okay, now if you want to sit there and do the math, you can go right ahead, but it looks like the majority of our turrets are in the 13 and 12, and we have one that's 14%. Okay, so there we go, we just got 3,000 iron from that, and it will mine the stone as well because there is a little bit of material in there as well. So yep, I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty guys, so we are back with everything that we gained, and I'll show you here. So we managed to get 58,000 iron and 38.5 thousand titanium. We did get a few more rewards from helping out with pirates along the way, and along with the rewards we got a few more of these system upgrades. We did get a hyper jump one and another one here which increases our jump range by 2, as well as our radar range, a few more turrets, control systems, and another mining system. So we didn't actually need to buy this one because we ended up getting a better one with a better range and less energy consumption, or actually yeah, better range with less energy consumption, so that's really good. We also got a velocity control bypass, but I will probably sell these, the ones that I don't use. So yeah, these we probably don't need just yet, but we are in a really good position right now. Hey guy, let's see where your home sector is. Let's interact. Where is your home sector? Okay, let's click that. It'll show us over here. Let's tag this sector and then add a note, and I'll just put HS. Cool. And you can see I didn't end up going too far, but from the wormhole over here we jumped here and then we just went up along the way. I didn't find any claimable asteroids, but I was mining as I went along, and I generally wanted to head north just for the sake of getting closer to the center and getting better resources eventually. I haven't seen any neonite yet, but I'm sure we will see that soon. So in the next episode we will go ahead and create a new ship. We will keep this guy with his captain on, and we will use this dude as a miner in the titanium resource section of the map. Okay, so that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please just give me a comment and let me know what you think of the series as well, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.